Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Bible Break. For those of you who know me pretty well, and at least knew me maybe as a kid, you knew that I was probably one of those kids that wanted to be everything when he grew up. I was the type of kid who wanted to be a teacher, an astronaut, but one of the things that carried with me for a very long time was the fact that I really wanted to be a meteorologist, which is a really weird profession to just really want to be as a kid. Right? But I loved weather. I thought weather was the coolest thing. I was the type of kid that when there was a snowstorm coming in, while most kids would be sitting there watching the bottom of the TV screen, seeing if they were going to have off school the next day, I was the one who was regularly checking the radar to see really how close it was moving in, how fast it was moving in, and all of those projections. Because I think weather is incredible. I think it is insane the power that weather can hold, right? Even if you're just taking a look at something like a hurricane. Hurricanes, while they can be so catastrophic, have so much power that is behind them, right? The sheer size of them and the speed of them is so immense that when I look at weather, I also then connect that to God. And so does David. So if we take a look at today's psalm, in Psalm 29, he says, "The voice of the Lord is over the waters. The God of glory thunders. The Lord thunders over the mighty waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. The voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. The Lord breaks in pieces the cedars of Lebanon. He makes Lebanon leap like a calf, Syrian like a young wild ox. The voice of the Lord strikes the flashes of lightning. The voice of the Lord shakes the desert. The Lord shakes the desert of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord twists the oaks and strips the forest bare. And in his temple all cry glory." And that is Psalm 29, verses 3 through 9. When we think of God, I know we think of him as this loving and forgiving character, right? But he's so much more than that. We always tend to forget, or I guess not talk about as much, just how powerful and immensely powerful he truly is. Because the God who loves each of us is also the same God that has the power of the lightning and the thunder and of these snowstorms and of these hurricanes. He is the God that has all of this immense power at his disposal. And while it tends to make you feel a little bit small, right? Where you can feel small within these circumstances, right? You might feel small in a thunderstorm as this giant thunder cloud, this cumulonimbus cloud is rolling over you. You can feel small in those moments, but you can also see something so incredible in the power that God is showing through these moments. So the next time that you see some type of a snowstorm, hopefully not soon, or some type of a thunderstorm or something like that rolling through, just take a second from a safe distance and look at the beauty of that storm. Look at the beauty of God's power shining through and just how strong our God truly is. And never forget, God loves you, and I do too.